Hello friends, it is a very special time of year in the driftlets of Wisconsin. And the reason is that there's an amazing plant that is at its prime for tasting delicious right now. But I don't actually want to just introduce you to this plant, which I believe I've done videos for in the past. Today I want to show you a special treat that you can make with this plant. Now, caveat, this is only for people who like black licorice flavor, anise flavor. And I know this is a polarized taste. Some people love it, some people just can't stand it. If you are one that loves it, this is a way that you can go out into the woods and make your own black licorice, or at least a wild equivalent. First, let's learn this plant. Now, to be honest, I've pretty much given up on common names for this plant. I'm just going to use the Latin. The reason is that people have so many names for this one. I'd like to just call it licorice plant, but that has its own confusion. So I'm still going to call it licorice plant, but you can call it whatever you want. This is the one we're talking about in an ID book. In real life, this is the plant we are looking for. And specifically this time of year, we are looking for the unripe fruit, these little green bananas. Now to ID this plant, especially in my area, well, we're going to have to tell the difference between this plant and this plant, which incidentally has the same little bananas on it. Let's get up close and personal. First, we can look at the overall impression of this plant, those leaves and the little green banana stalks on the top. When we get a bit more detailed, we are going to see that these have smooth stems. Sometimes I find a little bit of hair on them, but in general, they're almost perfectly smooth. But they do have some fur right there in the sheath that forms on the stem. If we go down the plant, again, we'll see that white fur just right there, but otherwise smooth stems. Another thing we'll notice is the color of these stems. Often they're going to have a lot of dark purple and it fades beautifully into green. And every time there's a break in the stem, we're going to see that purple start up again. And you might recognize from these sheaths and the leaves that we're talking about the carrot family here. Contrast that with our other friend over here. The leaves are often difficult for people to tell apart, but they are more deeply cut. The stems are different too, really hairy, see that? Sometimes there's a little purple like you can see here, but in general it's mostly green. Do notice that on this one especially, we've got a really smooth stem on the main stem. But as soon as it breaks, first of all, we don't have that purple coming back. And then these get really hairy up here. Now, this is not a case of one of these being a delicious wild edible and the other one is going to send you to your grave. In fact, both of them are equally edible, but edible. The one doesn't really have a flavor. Well, it has a flavor, but not something you'd probably go out of your way for. While the licorice plant has this beautiful, beautiful anise-like flavor. Now, knowing when to harvest these is going to be really important too, because this one up here is really young. And if we eat that one, it's going to have a really pleasant anise black licorice flavor. These bigger ones, as they start approaching this size, they are getting stronger and stronger. So that this one here would be maybe even a little bitter, like black licorice can be, and sometimes really, really strong. Here's all you need is some blackstrap molasses and your licorice plant. Dip it in there, get a nice coating, and eat. If you love licorice, but you also love wild plants, this is such a fun way to get your licorice fix. It's delicious. You know what the ingredients are if you source your molasses well. The kids love this. It's a super sweet, yummy treat. If you try this one, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think of it. I know that in some areas, people find that these are not as strongly flavored. And like all plants, one plant may be quite a bit different than another one that's even close by. So find some that have a really strong flavor, try dipping them in the molasses, and tell me what you think of the treat. All right, we'll talk with you in the comments, friends.